Hey guys, I'm back again today with another video, and in today's video, I will be doing kind of sort of special video, and I should have done this last year and the year before, just last year, because the year before, I did not have the YouTube channel. Today is Godzilla's birthday, as some of you should know, November 3rd, 2016. Godzilla is now 62 years old, and as kind of special video, I should do my top 5 favorite Godzilla kind of designs. I can't really say movies because I haven't seen one of the movies on this list. I haven't seen a few movies, but I haven't seen one of the movies on this list. And yeah, I just decided that would be kind of a fun video to do, and sorry that I did not upload at all last weekend. I was actually very, very busy with hanging out with some friends, schoolwork, and then family stuff, so I was extremely busy that weekend. So anyway, let's get on with the list. So, number 5, my favorite number 5, Godzilla. I've never done a top 10 list before, or a top 5 list, so, if I seem terrible at this, don't get mad at me. So, number 5 on my list would be the 90s Godzilla, only just because, or for a couple of reasons, is because in the movies, they make him seem really big and scary, and kind of like the whole world, I guess, could end if he doesn't die or something. Like, if they don't kill him, the world could end. That's kind of my interpretation, if I even said that right. That's kind of what I thought the kind of 90s did. So, like, he was really big, scary, kind of mean, ferocious, and I loved how he looked, and I loved his roar that he had. And I guess the people who made Godzilla got fed up with the kind of like friendly 70s Godzilla. And I'm not sure how many movies they made in the 80s. I'm not really sure if they even made like more than 2, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but I guess from the 60s and 70s of Godzilla being really fun and childish and everything, and being friendly to kids, which I thought was really weird. And I also think Gamera, friend to all children, is weird. That sounds kind of rapey in my mind. Just very odd and rapey. Yeah, I think they were fed up with it and liked a new, darker, scary, ferocious, gonna kill everyone and destroy everything in his path Godzilla. That's what I like. I really don't care if, don't get me wrong, the movies were fine, but I really kind of prefer dark and scary and things. Now, number 4 will be GMK Godzilla, going along again with being very dark and scary, even though, in my opinion, he really wasn't that scary, but compared to what people in the movie, what people were doing in the movie, he was, really people were, extremely scared by this Godzilla. It seemed to me that in most films. So, and him just kicking most of the, kicking pretty much everyone's ass in the movie seemed really awesome. And that's another thing that I loved. And kind of like just having the white eyes, like nothing else, just white as my shirt, if not even whiter. That I thought was pretty cool because, you don't know what he's looking at. If he can see, you don't know what he's looking at. Now, my third favorite design would be the 1954 Godzilla, and yes, I have seen that movie. I've seen both the English and Japanese version, or the American and Japanese version, and I really like his design a lot. I like just the roar, the design, and how dark the movie is, not because it's black and white, it's just because it's very dark, and seeing how it was the first Godzilla movie, that's not the reason, it's scary. It's kind of like, well, people should think it is scary. And an interesting fact that I heard, I'm not sure how true this is, but I think it was like the Toho movie theater, that I believe they had Godzilla destroy that in the movie. I can't exactly remember because it was a while ago that I saw the movie. But I can't exactly remember if he did destroy it or not, but from what everyone says or from what I've heard, he destroyed the building in the movie, and people inside the movie theater that were watching the movie ran out in horror, thinking that he was actually destroying the building that they were in. I'm not sure how true that one is, but that's kind of a funny, kind of fun fact, I guess. And that's another reason why I like it, just because if that is true and people ran out just because they saw him destroying the movie theater, that's kind of funny right there. And then the second Godzilla on the list, or in the number 2 spot, would be Godzilla Resurgence, or Shin Godzilla, or Shin Godzilla, or just Godzilla 2016. Unfortunately, I did not get to see this movie because I was too late, which really pisses me off, and I'm still really mad that I never got to see the movie. And I just love the design out of that one. He is my second favorite design that I've ever seen. I really love the design. I've never seen the design before. And from what I understand from the trailers is that he is kind of like a zombie version of Godzilla 1954, or from what I've heard. Now, I haven't watched any review of the movie, as in people reviewing the movie, because I don't want the movie to be spoiled for me because I'm waiting to see it. I'm hoping that they will re-release it, but I don't think that they will. But I'm hoping it comes out on DVD soon or Blu-ray. I don't care. I'm gonna see it. Even if I have to rent it or buy it on demand or something, I'm gonna do it because I need to see the movie. That's all I can really say about Shin Godzilla, or Shin Godzilla. So, in the number 1 spot, and now some of you should know this, because I talk about this guy sometimes, and I got him at G-Fest when I went, obviously. Godzilla 2000. I love this Godzilla so much. I just love the design, love the spikes, I love his roar, even though it's kind of like Godzilla 1998 roar, which I know most people don't really care for that Godzilla, or even count him as part of the franchise. I like 1998 Godzilla. It was meant to be even though the Americans did it, it was meant to be a more realistic and American version of what Godzilla could have looked like if the Americans made him. But most people, for some reason, did not like it. I am perfectly fine with the movie. I changed my opinion since last time I talked about it. I changed my opinion somewhat. I can't really remember where I stood on it, but I kind of changed, and I liked the movie somewhat enough that I added to the Godzilla series. But just going back to Godzilla 2000, I love this Godzilla so much because the roar, the design, and even the monster that he fights, Orga, which is kind of an odd name, but there are definitely weirder names, if that's even a word, weirder. There are definitely worse names that they could have named them. There are definitely better names that they could have named other characters, but whatever. And I just love everything about Godzilla 2000. The movie, I love the story, I love the monster he fights, I love his look, his design. Whoever created him was a genius. I mean, in my opinion, it's just crazy. I just love it. And I know it seems kind of obvious, he seems kind of generic, but I just love everything about him. I don't know why. I think it's just kind of like his face and the spikes. And just seeing how he was such a badass in the movie. And, I mean, I just all out loved this Godzilla. It's just, there is nothing else that I mean, unless if in the future there's another Godzilla movie which I think which could have a better design than Godzilla 2000, I could change, but at the moment, Godzilla 2000 for like the past year and a half has been my favorite, and I don't know why. It's just my favorite. It's my logo for my YouTube channel. I think it might even be my logo for my Instagram, and it's like if yeah, I don't even know where to go from that. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So there's nothing really much else I could say, except happy birthday to Godzilla because it is his 62nd year. Yeah, that he has been around, and I can't believe that they even made another Godzilla movie this year within last month. I can't believe it that he's gonna have the longest running series I've ever heard or seen of. It's just incredible that people still are fond of him and things, and people go crazy over him like I do. So yeah, that's the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, so please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.